You already have quite a luxurious lifestyle. You're able to travel, buy what you want when you want it. You're meticulous and committed to your business or job responsibilities, and you're winning by the world standards. Yet there is this deep emptiness inside you. Nothing is fulfilling. You're not feeling fully alive. You feel stuck in this routine and going through the motions, and you're not feeling a vibrancy of an exhilarated life. It's as if you have not been seeing color. It all feels black and white, and you don't quite feel present to anything or anyone. You're there, but you're not fully enjoying anything. You're doing things out of an obligation rather than pleasure. The very thing you desire, you push away. You crave vulnerability, transparency, and authenticity in your relationships, yet you're not being vulnerable, transparent, and authentic yourself if you're really being honest with yourself. In many ways, you're sabotaging your relationships, even though you know that's not what you want. It's like the war you just can't win, no matter how hard you try and white knuckle it. You could confidently say you're operating at a good 80% of your potential, but you can't seem to break through that last 20%. It just feels like this disconnection, dissatisfaction, and even guilt because you should be happy, right? People say how lucky you are to have this life, yet you can't feel that emptiness inside you. I totally get it. Hi, I'm Brenda Lee, founder of the Destination Unstoppable You method and life transformational coach for people who want to have it all and create a life filled with blissful adventures. You may have tried all this stuff, right? Podcasts, books, yoga, meditation, counseling, astrology, energy healer, everything and anything, and you still can't figure it out. You're just not sure how to feel alive in all the buckets of your life. This is where Casey was before using our Destination Unstoppable You method. He was feeling completely empty, bitter, and miserable in life and not sure how he ended up there. He knew there was a part of him still inside that had once lived an abundant life, but he felt like he was walking around in a prison. Working together, he was able to reconnect with himself in a whole new way. He could finally see a clear vision for his life. He completely turned his life around, and every area of his life was transformed. He was able to make those critical business decisions again that he had been regrettably delegating. His health took a complete turnaround, and his diabetes went into remission. He developed loving and engaging relationships with his children that he never thought was possible. But most importantly, his entire countenance changed so much that people hardly recognized him, saying he was now this genuinely happy and caring guy they never knew him to be. You see, you don't have to settle for a halfway life. And so often we are living for others instead of choosing ourselves. And the truth is, every time you deny your desires, you're denying everyone else around you. I call this being stingy with your essence. You're not operating at the best you, and therefore not giving others around you what's best. I grew up in a religious family that had the expectation for me to be what that religion wanted and live by all the rules of that organization. And really, all it was doing was suppressing all that I truly knew I was meant for. But I didn't want to break the rules or rock the boat. I was being the good girl, and in the process, I was losing myself. I didn't want to disappoint people. And most importantly, I didn't want to disappoint God. So I went with it for a while, right? Yet deep inside, I felt like there was a different spiritual and life path calling me, one that was more expansive instead of being restricted. Breaking free from family tradition and expectation was not easy, but I was not available to live a halfway life. I knew that I was called to do and be more than what others even expected of me. I was on a path that my environment created for me and not the path that I desired for myself. The truth is, this is common. Over 70% of people are unhappy and they don't like what they do. And that includes in relationships as well. Shortly into my marriage, I realized that fulfillment couldn't come from a source outside of me. It had to come from within. As a result, that sent me on a journey of self-discovery and studying with brilliant masters in neuroscience and personal growth. I finally gave myself permission to embrace the whole of who I am, who I was created to be. It took me on a journey to discover a life of freedom and vibrancy. I was more fully engaged, not walking around like an empty shell. I became more present to every moment, really feeling the moment. I also discovered that I have choices and feel unapologetically free to choose my experiences, to be in service to others, but never serving at the expense of my full self-expression. I became a bliss seeker and have devoted my career to helping other people step into their next chapter and discover destination unstoppable you. That place where you are feeling most alive. You are clear on what you love, embracing your true desires, your life purpose, and living from your authentic self. Like my client Megan, when we first started working together, she struggled with having faith in herself. She felt disempowered and she was insecure about being divorced and a newly single parent. She was not able to set healthy boundaries and was having trouble communicating and connecting with her partner in a healthy way. She felt like she was fighting hard with life, trying to control everything, but not really feeling in control at all. In many ways, she didn't know who she was anymore or what she really desired. She had spent so long being who she thought she was supposed to be, a good mother, a loyal and devoted wife. But during our sessions, she was able to reframe and shift old beliefs, unpack that internal clutter that was keeping her from seeing who she really was with greater clarity. She became more deeply connected with her own truth and started breaking down the emotional walls that once protected her but no longer served her. She now has a full understanding of who she is, and this reignited her passion and confidence to step out and face the unknown and create new experiences that are fully aligned with her desires. She's now able to communicate with her partner in a way she never could before, and the relationship is now thriving. She now has a clear roadmap to managing her energy and living life fully at 100%. She feels empowered and she is creating a life on her terms, living fully in her authenticity and freedom to be who she is created to be. You've been feeling like it's time for a reset in your life, that there is something missing, something more that you're meant to be experiencing. I am inviting you to step into this new chapter of your life where we will embark on a journey of reframing to reclaim your life. You'll discover how to cut the cords that are keeping you in a state of confusion, numbness, or indecision, and from connecting with your true desires. We will work together to reignite your passion and reclaim your confidence to step out and boldly claim the unknown. Together, we will map out your more fulfilling life vision and experiences that bring you the highest bliss. You'll be able to set a new boundaries while breaking down walls so that you can live fully and be authentically you. By the end of this experience, you'll be re-energized, feeling more on purpose and alive than ever before. You'll be living your vision instead of always in sacrifice and serving others. You'll experience more love and connection in your relationships and finally enjoy the privileges around you from a space of meaningful pleasure. No one should ever live a halfway life. It's time to feel whole again and become an unstoppable and blissful you. Click the link to book a call with me today to learn more about how Destination Unstoppable You can help you create a chapter better than the last.